You're not likely with today. Yeah, okay. Let's see what we can cover. We actually want to summarize the project we started last week. Okay. So let's see how we can wrap it up today. So I'm just going to share my screen. Share my screen. Okay, so this is where we stopped. Can you see my screen? Lecture marker, can you see my screen?
I can see it, sir. I can see your screen is clear.
Okay, good. So, wouldn't you were in the last class, yeah?
Yes, I was. I
Okay,
was, but I think
so,
I left a bit early because I had to attend something.
oh, okay, that's fine.
I left some
So,
time before yesterday.
okay, it's cool. Just that we were able to, I wouldn't know what time you left, but we were able to extract all those information we listed out earlier on.
Yes.
So what
I think
we
I
did,
joined most of them.
okay, we did some data cleaning. Then the next thing we wanted to do today, that was meant for today, was to uh, just do small analysis on this and see how we can tidy up this project. So that's what we're going to be doing today. In as much as the data looks like it doesn't have much data points for visualization, but we can just do small analysis from it.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
give me a sec. Sorry, we just have to start. Okay. Use the Plotly we imported to visualize this data right now. So we already imported Plotly as PX. So we're doing the bar charts to show, let's see the distribution of the in the review rating. Yeah. Yes. Hello, can you still hear me?
I can hear you, sir.
So I said we are just going to start visualizing this. So we're working with the PDF copy. This is what we have. So let's look at the distribution of the review rating. Someone is trying to join. Okay, yeah. So we'll do df underscore copy. Okay, yeah, this shows us the distribution of the rating. So reviews within 0 to 5 occur the most. And you should know this is just based on the first page. If we should web scrape the second page and add to this, it may vary. Yeah, I mean, I'll leave that one for you to do. You can add more data, like bring in the second page to this just for the first page. But now this is currently what distribution looks like for the review rating. It's saying that we have more review within 0 to 5. Okay, so that's just one of the insights we can bring out from here. Another insight that we can bring out is to look at this one is review count, the review rating itself. Let's say px. Remember, px is our plotly expression we imported, dot histogram. Okay. This is a markdown. Okay. Then we'll pass in our data frame copy and the column we want to visualize, which is the review rating. And this is what we have. So yeah, I mean, like I said, if we should bring in more data, it will have a different view. But currently for the first page, it says that the review rating, majority of them are from 4.5 to 5.0. That's where the majority of them fall under. So this is where the frequency occurs the more within 4.5 to 5. That's where the review rating falls the most. Another thing we can do is to display let's say does firm employee, the employee range, does it have an effect, or how does it affect this review count, if you get what I mean? So just going to copy this. I'm going to have something else here. Then I'll bring in what we call a hue. It must have been more like a hue in Seaborn. So I'll say color. Then I'll pass in the firm employee. So I want to see how the firm employee contributes to this. Oh, this is what it looks like. So where we had the highest frequency, we can see that those are the employee ranges within 2 to 9 and very few. You can see the box is very small. While that's for 10 to 49 is very large. 50 to 49 is also large. But they all form people that falls within like this employee range fall within those people that their review count is actually within this range. Put that their review count is up to 30, you see they're coming from larger company. And this is possible because, I mean, they have larger employees, so that's why they're obviously able to get up to that count. Do you understand? Hello, do you understand? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, please, I understand.
Okay, so let's also see how it affects this too. Okay, so passing the firm employee. Um, okay. I mean, we are just trying to find if there is any pattern in this data, or maybe just to exploit to see some insights. And what we are saying here is in this puzzle, this is review rating and within 45. So I mean the size of the box are actually large for people that their company is a bit okay. I won't say it because of that, because we have company range within 1,000 to 999, but yet their review rating, people that put in rating of 5 is not that much. Yeah, but if we should bring in more data into this, we may be able to see more pattern to this. But yeah, this is what it looks like. Okay. So this is Plotly, just in case you want to add titles. I mean, in plotting without adding titles. You can put in title like this. We can say review and distribution. Okay. For the same thing here. So that's how you put in a title. This one is review rating distribution. Okay. So I'm not going to copy this. Okay, I've not even run it. Okay, so I mean, you guys worked on it too, so you may just want to bring out more insights from it, and I want to try as much as possible to end this project well. So I will just do a few analysis. Um, I think we can do something else. Based on this data, let's see the frequency um distribution of this firm employee. Okay. We want to see how many occurs the most for this first page. So we all know our group by. We'll do something like df copy dot group by this firm employee. Okay. What are we doing? We just want to count. So we can count any column. It will be the same result. So let's count the first firm name. Even if you count any other column, it counts. So it's always going to bring out the same result. So what am I doing here? I want to see for all this firm employee range, okay, which one like occurs the most, like highest to the lowest. So what I did here is our data frame dot group by the firm employee, group by this column. Then I just counted this name. Like I said, if you count any column, it's still going to be the same result since we are just counting. And this is what it's showing us. So we have to sort this stuff. Dot sort. So it's arranged in ascending order. So companies that has this employee range are just few, while the one that is the highest are within that are the companies that has 50 to 49 as their range. So we can also put this in a visualization. How do we do that? Okay, we'll save it a variable. Let's call it employee um, employee range counts. Okay. Do we understand this group by? Hello, do you understand what just happened here, the group by? Hello? Okay.
Yes, sir. I understand, sir.
All right, so we just want to visualize this now using our plotly. So it's a px dot, let's use a bar chart. This is a markdown. So px dot bar charts. So our it's not a data frame, it's a series. So we just directly pass our x to employee range dot index. We want the x axis to have the index. Then the height, which is the y, would be the values. So we have something like this. Because we are using ascending order, that's why it's smallest to the biggest. Okay. I mean, it's different if you're plotting from a data frame. It has a way of putting in the names automatically with X and Y. So, I mean, I'm also going to show you how to rename it. So, first thing first, let's add a title. So, this is, let's call it um, employee range distribution. Okay. Then to rename this Y and X, we use what we call the labels. Remember, this is plotly. This is not Matplotlib or Seaborn. It's plotly, it's interactive. Okay. So use a dictionary. So the first one is Y. We want to change it to, let's say, pounds. Then the second one is X. We want to change it to employee range. Yeah. And this is what we have. So we are seeing this output here. I mean, to make it presentable, we can change this to a frame. Then we'll give it a name as count. We have something like this. So this is the data, then this is the visualization. Do we understand? With this now, you can say that data analytics company, because that's the website we are scraping. For the first page only, if we should bring in the second page, we may have a different result. All right. So for this first page, we are saying that companies within this range are the highest. They are 18 in numbers. While a company within this range are 16 in numbers. Do we understand?
Yes, sir. Sir, I
Huh?
wanted to ask a question, sir.
Yeah, go on.
Okay, when you did employee range count, you grouped by firm employees, right?
Yes,
Okay, and then you did
group by
dot
this
count dot
column.
sort values.
Yes.
But I don't understand where firm name had like, were you grouping the names by their employee range, or you understand, or something?
You mean
Then
you mean
counting it.
this you mean this place?
Yeah, that's firm name data frame.
Okay, you should know that anytime you do a group by,
Yes.
something like this, it's an object. Group by is an object. This is always the result if you just do a group by. Okay. If you add
Yes,
something
sir.
like dot count, just dot count, it's going to count, give you a count for all
Okay,
the
of
columns.
everything. Okay.
So what I just did here was I mean, it counts. Like I said, it's always going to be the same result, regardless of the column you
Of
count.
course.
So all I had to do was just selected only one column out.
Right. Right, sir.
Yeah, that's
Thank
how I
you.
came here. Okay, cool. We can also do the same thing for firm price. So we can say um, price range equals to DF copy. Oh, this is a markdown. Let me change it to a code cell. Df copy dot group by our firm price. Okay. Again, it's a count. We're not summing up anything here, but there's no column like cells or something summable. You can't sum review rating. It doesn't make sense to sum a review. Rather, you look for the average. Okay. So let me just bring in firm name again and then count it and sort the values. Okay. We have price range. And this is what we have. So we have some missing values like companies that doesn't have a firm range. So let's visualize this. I'm going to visualize this using a different method now. I'll set to frame and I'll give the name as count. It's a string. Then I will reset this index. So what I just literally did was just turning that series to a data frame. There's nothing too complex about that. So I'm just going to save this back to the price range. I mean, I want to just show you like plotly with a data frame. This one we did, sorry. This one we did here was a series. In as much as I converted it back to a data frame, but originally it was just a series. When I mean a series, it was something like, let me take a different. It was like this. This is from here that we plot it this way, which to me is usually long. But even if we want to convert to a data frame, it's literally like, it's just the same process, like it's the same energy. But here we are plotting it from a series. Here now we want to plot it from a data frame. So we say px.bar data is equals to, okay, data frame is equals to price range. The x-axis is the firm price. And then the y-axis is the count. So the difference between this one and the other one is this one passed through the process of converting it to data frame. Then when you supply it like this, it just has the way of putting those values itself automatically. Compared to the other one that it was a series, we had to come and rename it. Okay. So I'm just going to bring in the title. This is the firm price distribution. So it's saying that for these companies, about 17 of them, their price range, they are paying them per hour is this, and this is the highest. Why the list is this? If you want to sort it, you want it to be like bigger to the smallest, all you need to do is just where you sort it, you just add ascending first to first to make it in descending order. It's in descending order now. Then when you come back here, it will be arranged the other way around. Do we understand? Or am I too fast?
No, sir. Okay, sir.
So, I mean, these are a few of the things you may just want to maybe see how you can explore the stuffs. Yeah. But okay. So, I mean, this is what we can do or how far we have come in the project. We've started from bringing out the data from the internet. We put it in the data frame and here we exploit and find insights. Now, whatever conclusion you make, that's why I won't be making any conclusion like on the insights. It's just based on the first page. This is just based on the first, when I mean first page, like the website we are looking at, let me open it again. The link we are looking at. Where are you? This is it. Let me open it. Okay, so let me just share that screen. The insight you're currently looking at is just based on this first page here, this page one. Okay, so we've not like bring in other companies from page 2, page 3, page 3. So if you are making conclusion, you probably need to emphasize that it's just based on the first page, but which will not really make sense. So it's better you just probably, how many pages are there? Scrape everything, which shouldn't be, okay, it's much. Maybe you can do for the top 5 pages in this particular organization or this particular website. This is the insights I was able to find, draw your conclusions from all this visualization, like the ones I just mentioned. Okay. But if you should want to scrape in this second page now, I am on the second page. All I need to do is just copy this web link. I'll go back to my VS Code. Okay. Let me show my VS Code. Okay, I'll just come back to my VS Code. I can add it as another link. Let me say URL 2 equals to this link. So it's the same process. You just need to get the web contents for this. Then if you want to go really advanced, this stuff that is here, because it's the same thing you have to use for that second web page. All you need to do is just turn this stuff to a function so that once you just call it, you pass in the parameter. I'm looking at my time. It's something we would have actually done. So let's see. I keep minimizing my page. Okay, so let's see if we can bring in that extra data. This is URL link 2. So it's just going to be duplicates. Okay, so let me just see, let me say HTML2 is equals to r.get URL link 2. Okay. Right. So it's not in HTML2. I'm trying to bring in data from the page 2 now. So let's save it. I'm just going to duplicate this. I'll save it to page 2. Please follow me. HTML2. I am opening page 2. The first one we did is in page 1. I am opening page 2 now. I just duplicated the cells. That's what I'll be doing. I'll just be duplicating it. Like I said, this is like one way of going about it, but this is like a rough work, which after you are done, you just need to refactor your code. This stuff now should be in a list where you just look through it. Okay, but there are ways to go about it. So I'm going to write the contents to HTML2. From HTML2 into page 2, I'm going to run this. I'm having page 2 now. Do we understand? No, do we understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so what I'm trying to do here, I'm just trying to bring in more data to this data frame we have already. I'm trying to bring in more data, and that more data is going to be coming from page 2. So I'm literally just scraping page 2 of that website. I brought in the link like we did for page 1. I get the link. But just like we saved to page 1 in a file, I saved to page 2. So now as we open page 1 to read Beautiful Soup, I will duplicate this and also read page 2. Now, like I said, this is just one way of going about it, but professional is like if you want to maybe make it look more clean, all the stuff, you just need to put it in a list, look through it and then look through the list again, the results, and open the page and see. So there's a way to go about it, but I'm looking at time and I just want to add data to this and let's see how the charts will change. So I will change this to page 2. Okay, I've done that already. So I'm going to call this one BS2. So I'm reading page 2 and I'm saving it to BS2 or BS1 or not BS so that there'll be a difference. I'm going to run this now. Now, this is where we extracted all the information for page 1. This is where we did everything. All I will need to do here is just duplicate this. So this is 1. This is 2. So let me put a mark down so that in case I send this, This is for page 1. Okay, this will now be, I'll edit this now for page 2. Again, what we're doing is just what we've done. I'm just duplicating the cells and changing it. I'll just change wherever there is BS here to BS2. Like this. That's all. I don't need to alter any other thing. I don't need to alter any other thing. Oh, I think I need to. So first thing first is the name. I'll change everything name here to 2. That was the first thing we extracted. This was the first thing we extracted, name. So here I'm calling it name 2. The next thing extracted was the moto. I will change everything in this cell that is moto to moto 2. I'll change everything that is review here to review 2. I'll change everything that is in this column that is review rating 2. Review rating to review rating 2. For the review count, everything here, I'll change it to review count 2. I'm just adding 2 to this list variable names because those were the block. Those were what form this data frame. So I'm just adding 2. This PAYL, this was for the first one. I'll add 2 so that I know that it's holding the second one so that there will not be any conflict. Then here now I'll change everything price to 2, price 2, employee to employee 2. Yeah, you should know that I'm changing everything at once. So hope you are saying it. I'm using VS Code, so I have that flexibility. I wouldn't know if it is on Google Colab too, but you can try it out too. Everything log. Here is no, not here. Sorry. This is log, log, log. So automatically I'm adding to all the log. So I've just run this cell. What we are seeing here is just the location, but for the second page. So all I need to do now is I need to add all this page 2 info to a data frame now. And that was the next thing we did here. So this is data frames. So I'll create another data frames. I'll call it data frames 2. I'm not too fast. I just created data frames 2. What I need to do now, I'm just going to duplicate this cell. Control CV. So this is for page 1. Okay. If I scroll down, I'm going to edit. Let me do .head so that it will not be long. Pardon me. .head. Okay. This is for page 2. I'm going to edit this to show information for page 2 now. So first thing first, I need to change these data frames, all of them to data frames 2, because that's the new data frame or data frame I created for the page 2 information. Then all name here, I'm just going to add 2. I'm going to add 2. I'm going to add 2. I'm going to add 2 here. I'm going to add 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay, yeah. And this is it. So if I run this now, please pay attention or just look at the details. You agree with me that this is, let me go back up. Hold on. Look at, this is page 1. Look at the company names. Or this is page 2. So they are quite different. If I should share, let me share that website again. Let me share that website. So where are you? Look at, so you agree with me that the first company here is it's advisor followed by Synodus. And that is exactly what we have here. It's advisor Synodus. So, I mean, we've literally just created a pattern, and if you want to do for the web page 3, now it's just the same process, but this now is because of time, but you don't have to be repeating all the cells. So try to make use of the functions I believe you must have learned when I mean a function, all you need to do is just this one that I'm just going to give an instance. So let's say def, let's say extraction. But wait. Please, do we understand how I extracted to this page too? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay. Does anyone have any question before I proceed? Emmanuel, Flora, any question from
No question, sir.
you?
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. Okay.
Please,
Let me,
I
yeah,
have a
welcome.
question, please.
I think I should leave this function for now.
I have a question, please.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I came in late.
I can hear you. Go on.
Yeah, I just want to ask you, this Plotly Express, dot Express, what does it do exactly? Because previous sessions we have been using Library and other ones.
Yeah, yes. So what's the question exactly? Like you're not familiar with the library?
Yeah, I've not used Plotly dot Express before. So that's why I'm asking what other benefit does it offer that other
Oh,
ones like
oh, oh,
Matplot Library couldn't offer.
oh. Okay. Yeah, it's cool. So right, I already told us that we're going to be using Plotly, probably because I like Plotly. But yeah, it's also to introduce you to a different kind of visualization. So I'm considering the fact that this data we are not in this prediction because of that. But you know that spending data is relative. You would want to make it so neat and also presentable. Now, speaking of advantages it has over Matplotlib and Seaborn, one is the interactivity. I can hover on this like you can see, and it's showing me values. It's showing me values. Okay. Another thing you have is the flexibility of probably if I want to zoom in on this particular column alone, or less I want to zoom into this point, can do something like that. So it has that interactivity, the advantages it has over Matplotlib and Seaborn. It's an, it's an
Thank you.
interactive data visualization tool. If I do something like this, are you saying visualization? So yeah, it's interactive. Okay. We understood to the point where I structured for data frame two. So
Yes,
what I am going to do now is, pardon me, I'm going to join data frames one and data frames two. I'm going to join it together. Let me do it from this side. So here's where I'm going to join it. It's now to data frame so that I can pass it into data cleaning. So I will say all data frame is equals to, there is what we call PD concat. You're probably familiar with it. Concat is used to join two data frames together. And that's what I want to use here. I'm trying to concat. Someone asked a question.
okay.
I'm trying to concat data frames with data frames too. I want to concat, I want to join, I want to append this one on top of this one. I'm using pandas concat. So this is the results of all data frame. So we see it's a total length of 98. So I have successfully joined those two data frames together. Stuff.
But I have a
Okay,
question.
sorry. I'm with you.
In the last class, I remember that the table was already 98 rows when you were trying to normalize the table.
Okay, yeah. Me when I was trying to split the
Yes.
countryside
Yes.
and
So why did you
location.
not go
Okay,
back to
so
using this?
yes, I did not later on go ahead with that process because I felt it was going to confuse everyone. Because what I was literally doing there, like I said, I did not proceed with it, was this first row that has two organizations. I was literally just splitting it to become two rows, one for United States, one for Germany. But in that process, I will end up having duplicate results where the difference is just the firm location. And it will affect our analysis. Again, what I did in that last class was all this firm location. If you notice, this guy now, this first, second, third people, these first three companies, they exist in two locations. So what I did in that last class was making it stand on their own, meaning splitting this firm location, United States on its own, Germany on its own, which will result in us having this place, remaining rows duplicated in two places with the difference just the location. This one to have the same result from here duplicated, where the difference is just this location. So, I mean, I kind of saw that it's going to be duplicated information and obviously to affect our analysis. So that was why I just decided to not go ahead with it. Okay. So that's why we are still back to our 48 columns. And right now I have joined the two data frame and we have 98. Do you understand? Is it clear? Do we understand?
Yes, sir.
So what I'm going to do is this data cleaning process we did was just for page one. But right now, both pages are called all DF. So instead of copying the first page on the first result from page one, I'll just change this place to all DF so that it's now both data frame that was combined. So it should now then make a copy of it. Then from here, I can just run the cells. It to check the data type, clean it. Oh, we have an issue. Let's see. We'll lead to an error here. Okay, I think this one is for just one. Okay, let's ignore this. Okay, I've run this. Let me run this. This one was to be skipped. Then let's look at our new copy. So this is the clean data, but for 98 rows. This cleaning process was us extracting the reviews counts and then changing data types. Then let's see what our visualization will look like this time around after the whole cleaning process. So let's see. Have you seen that? That's affected it. Okay, but it's saying now that the review counts for 0 to 1 exist more compared to others. Let's run this and see. Sorry. Okay. Okay, it's literally the same thing, but showing us the firm employees. Let's see how it affects this one. This one initially here was higher, but now it's saying that the count as for people that has 0 rating has actually increased. So it means that more people from page 2 have 0 ratings. Let's see. Okay, it's going to be the same results here. Okay. Then let's see the grouping parts. Let's see. I think there's a change. Almost occurring employee range for data analytics company we have. Okay. Based on that website, I need to emphasize on that because whatever story you're trying to tell, you need to make sure that you reference where you're sourcing the data from so that you don't just go and make claim and be like, oh, this is it for the overall country or something like that. So let's see what this one will look like. Okay, this is still the highest. Okay, so I mean, this is it. This is it. So what we can do is to just brush it up, and then you can make this data set available. Maybe you can save it. Our data set is DF copying. So you can save it DF copying as a CSV file. Okay, which you can now then send to any other person to maybe carry out any exploration. So you can call it top data firms .csv. So I've saved it. Look at it here. So the point here is, yes, the essence of, or the goal of actually bring out, get the what we've just done. Okay. In as much as there's no time to probably tell a story with it or summarize and find it, but I'll tell you what you can actually do to go further. Okay. So we've seen how the website is. We've brought out all the data. Right now, it's now a CSV file that you can open. It's now a CSV file. Okay. So this data was not gotten from Cargo or from anywhere. It was extracted. We extracted it ourselves from the website. We cleaned it a bit, and we were able to just visualize it to bring out findings. And right now, this data is available to be sent to anybody that probably wants to verify the source of our insights. Okay. So what you can do is just make a summary, how you got the data and where they can find it. You can host it on your GitHub, then put some of this visualization there, and then just write 1 or 2 notes. You can even put it on LinkedIn, how you scrape the projects and what you were able to find, which companies, I mean, you can do more with it, which company has the highest frequency. I mean, a lot of them are 5. Maybe you want to give them rank. Okay, you say, okay, companies that has 5 rating and maybe the highest review will be rank 1, something like that. You can decide to give it rank. You can say, okay, based on the data I scrape and based on the so criteria, these are how I rank the companies, because the website we are scraping is showing us top data analytics firm we have worldwide. So that's how we started, and this is how we are ending it. So in case you miss any class, you can always go back to the YouTube and you can see the recordings. And this is where I'll draw the curtain. Does anyone have any question for me?
Please, I have a question.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
what of this is the earlier part of this coding exercise. If you discover that the the year for the website you want to scrape is not found in the
Okay.
website,
We handled that. Yes, some of them, you are saying some of them have the year, right?
they have maybe they have the current year, like 2023, and you have to analyze for previous years.
Okay, no. The year you are seeing there is the year in which that company was founded. That's the year you are seeing. So you can't be seeing 2 years, or you can't
I'm
be
not
trying to look for.
I'm not talking about this precisely. I'm not talking about
Okay,
this. I'm talking
okay,
on a general note now. You want to web scrape a
okay,
website,
okay.
and you discover that you needed the previous years, but you couldn't find it. You only
When you
found
mean,
for the recent year, the current year.
okay, you mean how the data is arranged on that website? You are seeing it just for
Yes.
this year, but you don't know how it was. Yes, I get your point. So it's still the process of learning, right? You've done this for this month. Okay, I think you missed the class because I told you this is a project I actually worked on before. When I worked on this project, all these companies you are seeing were not, if you look at my GitHub, you see the previous one I did, they were not the top companies as of then. Yes, they were not the top companies. Even the way I scraped this one was not how I scraped it because they actually changed everything in that website. So what you can do is part of the data curation we are talking. It's a process of, making your data accessible and organizing it, storing it for future use. So if by today you scrape this data and this is what the result is, it is just for this year. It depends on when you start. By next year, what you can do is just come back. Luckily for you, they did not change anything. All you need to do is just run the code again. Then by then you'll be having different results. You save it to a CSV file. By this time around, you are compiling your results. You're keeping your data, you're storing it. Be like, oh, you want to analyze for this year. This is the data. You can combine everything and see this point now. Let's say after 3 years, you've gotten like 3 CSV files. I'm giving an instance. What you can do is concatenate all those CSV, all those data together. Then you can have something like a frequency count. You can look like, for instance, this instinct tool. As of this year, it's if you want, like I said, you have to give it a rank depending on how the criteria. What you can do is if by this year it is rank 1, by next year is it rank 1, is it rank 2? You just make more analysis on it. But that is how you can keep track. But right now you can't get how it was in the previous year. You can't, unless you meet the company that created the website and they probably give it to you. But you can't have it as of right now. So what you can do is just start saving the data as of today. Maybe in the next few months, we don't know when the data change. You can be checking it in at intervals. Maybe next month, next 2 months, you check in again. Oh, it has changed. You scrape it. Depending on how you want to rank these companies, which are the best performing? Is it based on employee? Is it based on the salary? I mean, if I should rank this company personally, I'll probably go with the review rating and review count. So review rating now, we see that they are all 5. So you can't just give all of them rank 1. I want one of them to be rank 1. Okay. So if they are having 5, I need to add another thing to help with my rank. And look at the review count. Okay, you are review rating 5. Are you having the highest review? If I have companies that literally have this one and this one the same, it means I have like a tie. I will still need to look for another criteria to make it unique. I'll probably look at the year it was founded. Are you back old? Have you been in existence before the other one? And I'm kind of probably certain that at this point, when you're looking at 3 columns, 3 criteria, it's not the percentage of you having 2 companies that has this, and this the same is going to be very low. But again, you just need to make sure that there is a rank given to them. Then once you've gotten that rank, I'm giving an instance, so you've gotten that rank for this, probably this month. In the next 2 months, you scrape it again. You give it a rank, join it. Which one is maintaining the rank? You can then grade it as the best company or something like that. So it's a continuous process. But right now, you can't get the previous year data. All you can do is just start saving this. Is it clear? Okay. Does anyone have any other question for me?
So how did you I understood the whole scripting and extraction of the data, but how we're able to put them together in this format was still baffling me. I don't know, was it done in the last class or something?
Yes, we did everything. I mean, how we got it to be in the data frame?
No, I understand that part. And I mean how you were able to visualize it the way you did in the screen that you showed before.
Oh, okay. No. This one is just, sorry, this is just one of the feature, an extension I have in my VS Code.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it's just an
So
extension.
the way once we get this data, okay, once we can create the data frame with the different columns that we've scraped and located
Yes.
from the site, we should just save it as a CSV file.
Yes, I mean, anyhow you want to save it, you can save it as an Excel, as a CSV, whatever
Yeah.
format. It's Panda, so
Okay.
whichever one
Okay.
you think will be easy to access. Yes.
Okay, so all right, sir. Thank you very much.
Any more question from anyone? Emmanuel? Marvelous. Okay, I mean, this is the end of this project, and I want to believe we've all learned something. At first, we thought it's just going to be web scraping, but we didn't just stop at scraping the data. We were able to bring out some insight. Someone asked a question.
Sorry, sir. Please, can you drop maybe like your handle so that we can follow you or something?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. Thank you. Please, can you also help drop this notebook? Good evening, sir. I have quite a number of questions, but I joined the class late, so I really do not want to start. So I'll just go and watch the recording. But please, can you drop this notebook?
Yeah, I will send it across. I hope you guys
Alright,
received the
thank
last one. Yeah, send it across.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so in the absence of any other question, I've dropped the handle on the income message, so you can just from there you can get other links.
All right, sir. Thank you.
All right. I mean, this is where we draw the curtain, and yeah, call it call it a week. All right, thanks guys for turning up, and I'll share this notebook. I'll send the notebook across so you can probably just review it. I would say go to GitHub to see it, but what I have there is not sufficient. I mean, like I said, the whole website changed, so I've not yet modified it. Okay, but this is where we draw the curtain, and I'm happy to have all of you or to have put you guys through this, and it's been a pleasure meeting everyone here.
Thank you very
Right.
much, sir.
Bye,
Same
everyone.
here. So I want to really thank you because it looked like you actually demystified this whole web scraping thing because it was somehow before, honestly.
It's fine. Right.
Yes, sir.
Bye,
Thank you,
everyone.
sir.